Joined here by Omari and Joseph Gonzales. And gentlemen, I appreciate you joining me today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Hey, let's just recap like we were talking. It's been a wild ride. Joseph, I talked to him, in the fall camp, and Omari, we've been talking to you throughout the year. But how crazy is it to think you've already got through 9 games already, and you're down to the last 2 games of the season?
Man, it's crazy. It's been a long ride. We had a lot of adversity this season, but I felt we've had a lot of good things happen out of it, and we figured out a lot about our teams, our teammates, within ourselves, and stuff like that. And just getting to where we are now, it's crazy to believe that we're to these last 2, but it's always nice to finish at home compared to last year where we was on the road a whole lot more. So that's a really good thing about it.
Yeah, you put in a lot of work throughout the winter and spring to just be able to show it like 10, 11 times. So, we really put in a lot of work, and it's really good to show what we really wanted this year and get the results that we really expect.
How excited you got to be? Joseph, of course, being on the offensive line, you guys have been the main catalyst to do a lot of great things this year for the offense. The running game's really been picking up. We had that one game, with 3 guys going for over 100 yards against Azusa the first time. We just kind of talk about how it's been going on the ground, and Omari, what you've been seeing as well.
That first of all, that all starts with in this weight room right here, Body by Mesker, getting the legs right. Have to shout her out. But just the ground game is just opening up a whole lot for us compared to last year as well, because being able to run the game or run the ball, pound the clock out, is and then just average those yards, 100 plus. Like you said, 3 people having 100 plus, it crushes team souls, and then that gives us the capability to throw the ball over top too, and just make big plays after big play, and that's a really big thing and a great part of our offense this year.
Yeah, we really pride on ourselves on our ability to be able to run the ball, and these guys, Nico, Omari, Ty, make it really easy for us. So it does start in there with Coach Metzger, but we really pride on ourselves on our ability to run the rock and pound and take the will out of people in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
How nice is that too? Obviously, like we mentioned, the ground game's cooking. You got 3 guys just doing it, but how much does it help having Ty's ability? You don't always find that from a quarterback where he actually leads us in rushing touchdowns. But how nice is it to have a quarterback that can throw it, but as well can run it and add that ability to our game?
Ty Curry for president. He's the greatest I've ever seen do it.
I saw you holding that sign up.
And yeah, Ty's a really good athlete. He's probably the best quarterback I've ever played with in all my years of football. And just having him in the backfield, taking charge and taking control of how our offense runs, it all starts with him, really. So.
Yeah, him being able to throw the ball and run the ball really effectively this year has given us like a whole new facet and a whole new look on our offense. And his running ability really helps me out as a left tackle. If something in protection breaks down, he's able to skirt out and get 20, 25 yards when it could have been possibly a broken play. So that's really big. Ty for president.
When you kind of look at the season, obviously, like we said, 6-3, we've been right there in a couple other games. How would you kind of assess the season overall, and how nice is it to know going into the game this week against Azusa, you have a chance to make history, and clinch a share of the GNAC?
Yeah, we have a chance to make history, and that's exactly what we plan to do. The early in the season, we kind of rough patch and kind of took a little faults here and there, but after getting it together and having a couple more practices, we kind of figured out what team we're going to be and who we wanted to be, and we were that team. And we had a couple close games that we should have took, but now we're just going to finish the season off strong and take these last 2 and finish our season 8-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, having the ability to clinch the GNAC championship at home is huge. That's what you worked for since you come to the school and signed to the school, so being able to do that here is really nice. And then with the record, like Omari said, we started out 0-2. It was close games, could have swung the other way, but we kept working and really drawn. Like those games brought us together, and we became just a tight-knit group, and just started grinding and working, and it worked out pretty well for us.
All right, last thing for you guys too. We kind of touched on it, but how about the resiliency of this team? I've been around a lot of teams throughout my career as well. When you have hard losses, it's always hard to come back from that. But we've seen this team time and time again. You guys start off the Commerce game, came down to one play here. Sometimes you hang your head, you don't come back too strong. We came back really resilient, got on a winning streak after that. The Central game here was a tough game. We came right back and played a very tough Midwestern team and beat them. How's it been about this team that's been kind of the difference this year and, kind of turning that corner?
This year, you really want to bet on us because we're not going to give up. We're playing 100% every play. Up 20, down 20, we're going to play our hearts out until that last seconds of the clock tick off. So that's what I really love about this team. Our fight, our power, our drive, it's just different this year. Everybody just has it in them. Everybody has that fire in their heart just burning. So that's all we've been doing all year, and that's all you're going to keep seeing.
Yeah, I think that resiliency really builds throughout the winter and spring, us coming together. especially this off season, we really became like the closest team that I've seen for here for sure. Like we're all close all the time, hanging out together, spending time together. So then when you get your back against the wall, you know your boys are gonna be there to pick you up, and it kind of like lifts a little bit of weight off your shoulders because you know everyone's gonna be there and you're just gonna get that thing back on track.
All right, gentlemen. Really appreciate you joining me today. Of course, best luck the rest of the season. We'll be catching up with you soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Go
Thank you.
Wolves.